Hello everyone, and welcome to Pokemon A to Z. I am your host, Mancini, the Amazing, and here with me I have returning the one of the incredible Australian players of all time. That's right, we've had 3 Australian episodes in a row, I think. No, that's not true. That Keith wasn't on an AZ episode, that was in one of the other things. Either way, say hello to LS, also known as Lake Sucks.
Huh?
Yep, that's what it stands for, everyone. It's that Lake Sucks.
Lakes.
Yeah,
Lakes suck. The Lakers suck.
You're not a big fan of the Lakers, yeah.
No, I'm more of a Golden State. No, I'm not even.
I don't even. Is Golden State the one that Katie went to, or that Katie left? Because I
Katie
think...
went to the Warriors, and then he left the Warriors like 3 years later. But he joined the super team.
I don't know how long ago 3 years was.
like you meant like a long time ago now.
I think it was Gen 7 when I was following, when I was briefly following baseball. Basketball. American sports moment. Why do they have the same spelling?
I mean, we have like 3 footballs, to be fair.
We have 4, thank you very much.
Oh, yeah,
we've got football.
Sorry,
we've got rugby football.
Union.
We've got rugby football too, and then we've got AFL.
The sport of all time.
Dude, the AFL finals happened, and so the Brisbane team was playing against some random team from Melbourne. I think it was Collingwood or something. It was one of Collingwood or St Kilda's, the meme ones, the ones that people make fun of when they're making fun of AFL fans. But like, and then we scored more goals, and then we lost because they missed more shots. What?
Quick math.
What is this sport? Who decided to pretend like it's a real sport? What is the state of Victoria? Anyways, so today's episode, we are doing. I think is this our first starter Pokemon? Charizard? I'm not sure we've done a separate starter Pokemon. We may have. I'm stupid, so it's possible. I don't think we've used another starter Pokemon. I certainly don't think there's one at like the end of the alphabet. I know we're coming up on a few more starter Pokemon, and then the other Pokemon that we're using. Gosh, I'm still scrolling.
There's quite a few in the Pokedex.
I haven't used Rillaboom. I don't think we've used. I think this is the first starter Pokemon that we've used on this channel, so we'll have to do our best with it to make it good and such. And Ting-Lu, who is Vessel of Ruin. This Pokemon was pretty relevant in Reg C, and is sometimes
you would have used
up in Reg
Typhlosion, I think.
You're right. I used both Typhlosions, and they were pretty good.
I had to fact check you, and Torterra.
And Torterra, that's true. I did like literally just use Torterra, like a week ago. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. I'm sorry. It's the first one I've used in the A to C part of the alphabet, though, I think. But you're right. Yeah, yes, I've used several starters. I'm sorry. I apologize. So yeah, Ting-Lu ability, Vessel of Ruin, unique ability. Active Pokemon this ability have their special attack multiplied by 0.75. This Pokemon was really good for like before they implemented RNG. Do you remember that period before they implemented RNG? And you
could just hit Fisher if you had the correct setup every 100% of the time.
If you had Noivern and used some specific move,
because the RNG seeds or whatever.
Because the seed wasn't randomized, so there was no RNG. There was a random number generator. It just had already generated it. So Ting-Lu was very good in that brief period, and then it was like, okay, in Reg C. It's definitely not been ever as good as like Chien-Pao or Chi-Yu. There's been better than Wo-Chien. I think we did see one team with all 3 of the not Wo-Chien ones, as well as a few Ting-Lu and Wo-Chien teams. But this is kind of like a bad Clefairy. But it's kind of strong, which is cool, and it's like quite bulky, which is cool. It's not like super strong, but you know, it was better when there was no Lando to compete with it for a dark slot, and it's just quite bad into a lot of the other good Pokemon in the format, which is why you don't see it very much. Like I don't.
WolfeyVGC used it once, so it's good.
That's true. That's true. There is no such thing as context. But yeah, it's got moves. I wouldn't recommend using Fissure. You should use Fissure on a Pokemon that can stay in for like all 8 PP. This Pokemon just dies too quickly, but everything dies too quickly because this is an absurdly fast format. Like, yeah.
Power Creeper go boom.
I mean, it's not like, you know, like you can have a slow format from Power Creep.
Like, yeah, I guess where everything's unkillable.
Yeah. It's just that the specific things that Power Crept on have been very strong moves and very strong offensive multipliers. And, like, you know, Wellspring Ogerpon, for example, is, like, incredibly tanky. But its partner Pokemon is still dying. And, like, the best thing to use something like Ting-Lu for, in my opinion, is like, setup, where you can take advantage of a weaker turn 1 to get, like, an explosive turn 2, turn 3 on. So that's the interesting thing. It's also got Body Press, and no way to boost its physical defense. Yeah, certainly Assault Vest, like you had mentioned, I think, pre-recording, is, like, a reasonable sort of thing. We certainly have seen it used as, like, some Sand Tomb, because stopping Pokemon switching is useful. If only there was another ground type that did that, but more effectively.
I don't think Dugtrio does anything effectively.
I don't think Ting-Lu does anything effectively either. I'm not sure I would say that Dugtrio is necessarily worse than Ting-Lu at this current point in time. But yes, it suppresses special attack stats, and conveniently, we have another special attacker as partner Pokemon. So we'll just have to not use a special move set. That's my thoughts. So Charizard...
Or we G-Max the Charizard.
Yeah, G-Max Charizard, the classic. Blaze and Solar Power, so at 1/3 less max HP, it gets a 1.5x boost to Fire-type attacks. And with Solar Power, when its Sunny Day is up, it gets 1.5x boost to its special attacks, but it loses an 1/8 of its HP per turn. So what we certainly can do is, you know, we could try and run like a Sun team, though Charizard doesn't really fit on a lot of the shapes of Sun teams these days. It's mostly just not a Pokemon that has access to photosynthesis, and thus is getting like a normal, like it's getting like a good boost, right? Like Charizard and Sun is still very strong, but it's not fast or bulky, which many of the photosynthesis Pokemon are able to do both.
Photosynthesis just is better than like all the other sun-based abilities, which sucks because they just get outclassed.
Well, Chloro isn't outclassed, right? Because Chloro doubles, it doesn't 1.5.
It's not outclassed, but it's like, you know,
I think
you're bringing him on the much Chloro is the problem. Of being balanced. Like, they decided to put a balancing mechanic on this, therefore it was not good. But also, they put it on worse Pokemon. Like, look at the Solar Power Pokemon in this format. It's Charizard, Sunflora, and Tropius. Now, look at the photosynthesis Pokemon in the format. The worst ones. I don't know. Sunkern kind of claps.
I've tried using Sunflora. That's all I can say is I've tried using it. So my thoughts are, with Ting-Lu, basically, let's just pretend this is Friend Guard and go for Belly Drum Charizard.
Yeah. So we're going sub Belly Drum, Acro,
I don't know why you're thinking we're going sub.
Because it'd be funny. Flame Charge is your Fire Stab move.
Well, we're like super strong already, right?
I guess you just. I mean, there's.
It's this or Fire.
Not that. Yeah.
So my thoughts are, with Terra Fire, this gets boosted up to base 60. And if we're trying to do damage, we're mostly using Acro anyways.
True.
The great thing is, with Ting-Lu and Charizard, we threaten Heatran quite comprehensively, because if it Terra Grasses, it dies to Acro, and then if it doesn't Terra Grass, it dies to something. What?
I was just going to say the exact same thing you said, but you said it first.
Yes, sorry, yeah. So that's something that we can put in. And then the cool thing with Belly Drum Pokes is that you can put Sinistcha next to them. As was shown in the incredible WolfeyVGC video, I used a Pokemon nobody expected or something, the Snorlax one. I should put Acrobatics in the top slot so that if we time out, it uses an attacking move. And yeah, I'm staying Terra Fire because I want like to boost the dead base damage of Flame Charge. It's definitely not correct, but I like the correct thing's probably like ground. But we're the same Ting-Lu.
Yeah, you could
grass?
go.
I don't know. Steel probably. It's probably steel.
I mean, there's merit for, I would say, ground as well, because you could just run.
I don't want to stay weak to water.
Yeah.
Ground, yeah, obviously it checks electric and rock, which is cool, but you stay weak to water. My thoughts are, yeah, with Terra Steel, we maintain like the resist to like
We just generally have a better matchup into Ogerpon, was sort of my thought process. And we also maintained the Fairy Resist, which is nice.
Fairy could, I guess. I don't know. Fairy's just a fine
Fairy doesn't
type.
give us resist to any of these types, though.
Yeah, but like it's just a decent-ish Terra type.
It is. It is.
So Zard, I guess, gives you good coverage. But what we got our Charizard? What about our Timothy Lewis? We want Stomping Tantrum, Heavy Slam, probably.
Does it get high horsepower now? No. Okay.
I mean,
yeah, it's Stomping Heavy. So are we running?
It does have Sunny Day, is all I'm saying. If you wanted to funny, but I don't know. Like I think leave it with those two moves. We'll see what the rest of the team is, and then decide if we want to put an AV on it or not.
Well, this is the first Pokemon I'm putting on the team. It's a good Pokemon, and I'm finally using Pokemon that don't really suck with it. Like Tinker's fine, but like Chandelure wasn't great with it. Ceruledge wasn't great with it. Toadskrull wasn't great with it. Torterra wasn't great with it. Trevenant certainly wasn't great with it. Cacturn, Victreebel, and Broxesh was both not. The Root Bonnet, and then like before that point, I hadn't really realized how awesome it was and how fun it is to use. Now, do we do the funny item?
Which is the funny item?
Eject Pack.
Again, we need, before we decide the exact, you probably want to decide what other mons. Like it depends if what other like pivoty kind of mons.
I didn't
we
even
have,
mean
like,
eject pack. I meant eject button.
Yeah, I understood what you like. Get a hit, get swapped out.
Yeah. I'm thinking to use it in a way similar to how you would use like Gigalith or Tyranitar or something, where you value switching a Pokemon out for like redundancy purposes. Obviously, it's even better with Regenerator, but Hospitality.
Yeah,
is
and I mean,
Regenerator.
I feel like as well you could, if you want to go eject, you could probably add like an Iron Hands with a Volt Switch in a slow pivot to get it back in and out.
Yeah, I feel like Iron Hands is just kind of on this team, unless we think it's bad with Ting-Lu, which it kind of is, but kind of isn't.
I mean, double AV, the AV bros, no.
Oh, I wasn't thinking AV
item clause
on one of them, right?
Yeah, AV on one, Citrus on the other. No, like, we already have Citrus.
I feel like Iron Hands shouldn't need AV, because Ting-Lu has Vessel of Ruin, right?
That's true.
So is this ever like, no, if we wanted to switch, then we probably we could go,
you could even go banned if you're feeling crazy, but
I'd go banned on Ting-Lu before I go it on Iron Hands. And like banned on Ting-Lu isn't ever bad, right?
Like Slide.
Yeah. Like this is definitely a Ting-Lu set that you could consider running. Like Terra Water. Mine's speed. You want it to win like Trick Room. No, it definitely needs to have the dark move. What's it? Is it Lash Out or Throat Chop that you prefer? Lash Out's pretty helpful. It's only a 5 base power difference. There's not really any sound moves besides Komodo, and I don't want to click Throat Chop into Komodo. So probably we go Lash Out.
We're gonna get smoked by a Sylveon. You watch.
We have Heavy Slam. I'd also not like to throw a Chop or Sylveon. I'll level with you, Chief. So then, yeah, throwing a Soul Fest on the Iron Hands.
Drain.
Fake Out.
Wild.
Now, are we going Wild Charge or are we going Heavy Slam?
I mean, we already have. I mean, I guess we probably do want Heavy Slam on this because Ting-Lu
is banded now.
Is banded and still Flutter Mane is Flutter Mane.
Yeah, I think we do want Heavy Slam on this. Now, we would like to have a sort of ground check, I think. Besides Charizard.
Yeah.
We need a lot of ground checks. It's a really good type. I think I might just go for the Strength Sap and then maybe throw Trick Room on it, because then we can use Ting-Lu more effectively in Trick Room. I don't really know why you're max HP. I don't remember the Iron Hand spreads. I knew Iron Hand spreads at one point. I do not remember them at all right now.
Iron Hands, Iron Schmans.
I mean, that's a great sentiment, but not particularly helpful at this point in time. I don't know.
I feel like...
Is Pikalytics fixed for Reggie yet? It is. Let's find an Iron Hands spread. We don't want it to be super fast. We'd like it to have some speed, but I don't think we want it to be super fast. So 20 speed, it says 76, 156, 4, and 252, and 20. There we go. There's an Iron Hand spread.
Do we get a nature with this one?
Yes, I don't know. Did I accidentally remove the plus from...
You did.
Okay.
I was like, this is a very base spread.
Look, I've run neutral natures before, but normally only because I have both physical and special attacks. And need speed.
I feel like the Ogre-Pons are annoying for us to deal with.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully Charizard is good into the fire one.
Yeah, I mean...
So how would you recommend we sort of resolve the Ogre-Pons being hard for us to deal with?
Yeah, Sap Sipper Goodra.
Yeah, I don't think we're worried about the grass move. we are Terrafire on Iron Hands for the fire type one as well. Obviously,
is there ever a world
if you prefer, but I don't like.
Is there a world where we get a Wide Guard user for next to Charizard? Is that something? I don't know. There's probably not a lot of details
kind of do
around.
The same thing, right?
Yeah.
Could do Helmet on Sinistcha. That's, I think, maybe what I'm leaning towards.
Yeah, you go Helmet, Herb, or Citrus, I think.
Yeah, so I was thinking versus Herb. I think that I'm currently leaning towards Helmet. Obviously, you know, we could still do Eject. We also probably shouldn't be attack invested that much on Iron things. It should probably be bulky, because I don't want it to die. Yeah. So we could still go a Jetpack. Definitely could still could. I'm leaning towards. I've seen like some that have like a decent bit. Actually, that's right. That's right. The site's fixed. I can steal a spread.
We could be funny and get a heal pulse user as well as a Sinistea.
I mean, is there a heal pulse user that you particularly gravitate towards? I don't know why we would go heal pulse over Lunar Blessing.
I guess Cress is a Pokemon, yeah. I feel like Cress has some synergy here.
Well, it has Lunar Blessing, which is just synergistic with any Pokemon that isn't Guts. So I like sort of like the Ice Beam Psychic version with Lunar and Trick Room, and then I guess I would make this Safety Goggles.
If we're running...
If this is Spadef, then Cress is Fizdef.
Like, I feel like we kind of have a semi-Trick Room here, but, like, we're forced to run... We need another fast Mon as our last one.
Okay.
Would be my thoughts, just because you don't want to have to rely solely on Charizard to do fast modes.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely not...
It's just a fat team, really, I guess.
Iron Hands and then put Taunt on the team. Could do a faster Sinister as well. What else?
Does Sinister need Trick Room? Does it have a better move, or is Trick Room just as kind of best?
The better move is Protect.
Check? Does they get like
Shadow Ball?
Taunt or something? I don't know.
What, sorry?
Taunt? I don't know. It's a whole learn set.
Does not learn Taunt. Gets Stun Spore. You're not a big Stun Spore fan, I'm taking from that?
No, I'm just looking. I'm like trying to think. Does Life do you have any value? No, not really. Like it's like Protect or Trick Room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Trick Room's probably fine, but
so it's probably like a fast special attacker or something we'd like.
Flutter main?
I was gonna say Bundle. Probably
cooking too hard.
I mean, Bundle is definitely not a significantly bad Pokemon.
It's not, but it's not Flutter main.
No, but I don't know if I love Flutter main on this team. I don't love Iron Bundle on this team either. It's probably just Flutter. Flutter's fine.
Or Dragapult if you want to outspeed the Flutter mains.
But it loses to Flutter main because it doesn't KO it unless I have Chien-Pao on the field. Which we don't have a Chien-Pao.
And it clicks funny Terra Fairy, boo.
Yeah,
are you going to be a free thinker and click?
You KO it if it doesn't Terra Fairy. But if it Terra Fairies, you need Chien-Pao.
Are we going to free thinking
also,
Choice Spec, Blast?
You think Choice Specs is sort of the default? Is that what you...
Yeah, it's just...
Well, we don't have a
Moon
booster
Blast,
on the team
Dazzling Gleam.
We could do
actually,
the new
I guess like a Protect to like a Synestia pivot is probably a viable if we wanted to run booster to outspeed the others.
Oh no, I would just go Spatak booster.
Yeah, that too.
The funny you just run like... Well, let me find what a version of the spread is. Wow, all of these spreads are god awful. Wow, they are so offensive.
I love the Netherlands showdown board. Terra Ghost Rabsca is my favorite Ghost of Gen 9.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I would probably... I mean, there's so many of them that I like quite fun. That I like quite enjoy.
They're all fun, but Terra Ghost Rabsca is the best.
Terra Ghost Rabsca is quite good. I would vote for...
I don't know if there's a meme there that I'm not familiar with, but it's just funny.
There are a lot of memes in this chat that I only half get on account of not actually speaking Dutch.
So you're breaking the Dutch only rule that I can see?
No, I speak like... Sorry, I don't speak limited Dutch. I can message limited Dutch. I only message in Dutch. But yeah, it doesn't mean it means only message in Dutch.
I know.
Okay, so VGC Regulation E. Here we have an actual team full of actual Pokemon. Sorry, I didn't set a Terra on the Flutter. Let's make sure it's Fairy.
Steel, don't be a sheeple.
We already have Steel on everything.
Because it's a good type.
So I want to immediately set Trick Room.
Are you a team sheet enjoyer?
Only when they send it first.
Because team sheets cringe.
Dude, why am I below 1200s again? I need to like actually ladder this account up at some point, but I just don't have time. Or energy, or mindset. So we have two options, right? We either lead Flutter, or we lead just like Iron Hands Cresselia.
I think we bench Charizard for this game.
Why? It's slower than all of the Pokemon in Trick Room.
Actually, yeah, I guess.
Sorry, the question, like, I think it is probably Ting-Lu in the back, right? So, are we leading Iron Hands Sinistcha? Or Iron Hands?
I mean... Don't they just... Covert Cloak, Taunt,
I forgot to run a good Terra on Cress. I don't know what the best Terras for Cress are.
Electric! Not weak to anything then.
I don't know, I'm just going to Terra Dark. So, Iron Hands Sinistcha or Iron Hands Cress? Pick one. We have 60
Iron Hands Sinistcha.
Okay, and then we're bringing Ting-Lu in the back, and then, like, surely we bring Charizard over Cress in this matchup, right?
Yeah. Well, we're bringing both the Mons. We're doing good.
So, do we want to Terra the Sinistcha, yes or no?
So it's Terra type again?
Fairy.
Fair. You could pivot Ting-Lu and Drain Punch the Cleaver.
We could pivot Ting-Lu and Trick Room. No, they're going to double Sinistcha. We could Heavy Slam and switch Ting-Lu into the Sinistcha slot.
Yeah, that's probably what I would do.
Quick Guard.
What are
What?
Are they
I think Bro is cooking a little bit too hard. They're clearly imprisoning Trick Room. I don't know why.
They did not want the Trick Room button happening.
They clearly did not want the Trick Room button happening.
Ting-Lu. Ting-Lu.
Yeah, so... Are we throwing a Heavy Slam into Cleavor?
I mean,
apparently Cleavor's Rocky Helmet? What?
What?
Apparently it thinks Cleavor will be Rocky Helmet. Do you want to throw a Heavy Slam from both slots into Qianpao, or do we throw like a ground move?
I would...
We're banded. Surely it's a ground move. No, surely it's Nah, I mean whatever. Just throw a Heavy Slam into it both slots.
Just double it.
It went for Protect.
They really wanted their rocks up. Oh no, our Charizard is cooked in the back.
Look, just because our opponents are better players than our Charizard gets a Citrus Berry, it's fine.
Just this.
We could have removed Cleavor.
Yeah. What's in the back here?
Do we have split damage here? Do it throw the Banded Heavy Slam into Cleavor and the regular and the Iron Hands into Qianpao?
I feel like one of them swapping out into whatever's in the back into probably a Dragonite.
I'm switching. Oh my god, the crit us. This is why I ran bulk. I was playing around the crit. Alright, let's see if they are Helmet. They are Helmet. Oh my god, how did it know?
Is that a thing people
Apparently,
do?
That's what it thought it was going to be.
Or do they just know that this player is a deranged individual?
Simply a skilled player. I want to bring... Dude, so I want to bring Sinistra in the Iron Hand slot.
On hands, and just sack Lu.
And then just Heavy Slam
hands.
The Iron Hands to break a Sash or Pow? Probably Pow.
Yeah. Just pick up the KO.
Because we are Helmet on Sinistra, which is cool.
Yeah.
Ting-Lu no longer dies to rocks.
Heal. Boom. Big helm.
I mean, if they don't Sacred Sword crit, we live.
What if they double crit?
They double Sacred Sword crit?
Just to
What is this?
I think we bring in Charizard now, surely.
Why would we bring Charizard in? They have the
because it takes rocks damage and it would be funny.
Do you want to bring Charizard in the Sinistra slot?
Probably not. Don't throw for content.
I never throw for content. Trick Room and... Okay, never mind. They forfeited. That's cool. I don't think that the game was definitely over. It just probably was over.
Oh, they left.
Not BM. There are some people, and it's definitely a minority of co-hosts who are like big fans of just putting in BM. All right, the next game.
It's fun to BM low ladder. Oh, I'm clicking the buttons. Okay.
Yeah.
There's this funny button that says forfeit. Is that the what? They are cooking some. The poltergeist scares me. So I like Ting-Lu here.
Our opponent
I guess we probably win in Trick Room.
Do we?
I don't know.
Amuga seems quite a problem for our Trick Room team. I want to lead Charizard and Iron Hands.
With Lu and
Sinistra in the back? Or
yeah.
Flutter is also an option. Lu and Flutter in the back, potentially. We don't...
What is Flutter?
Flutter is just good here. It's faster than... No, it's not.
It just clicks...
It's faster than everything that's back. Moves. I also clicks ghost moves. Like, it just clicks moves.
Okay. It does. Oh, they're gonna... They're poltergeist then. Do we just...
So, I think that we
just mirror their setup?
Yeah. Dude, I actually kind of wish we had Sinistra in the back. If we had Sinistra, I think we would immediately go for the switch into Sinistra, like the Volt Switch play. I think we Belly Drum, and I do think we Volt Switch into Ting-Lu.
Am I hitting the poltergeist but assuming they're following me?
No, I would Volt the Indeedee. They could protect.
Lewis.
So if we had Sinistra here, we could just Rage Powder and then immediately win. But we go Ting-Lu now, regardless.
And we click Rock Slide.
Do we click Earthquake?
Do we have?
We dropped Earthquake.
No.
No!
We would have clicked it if we had it.
Does Rock Slide KO, do you think?
I wouldn't.
No, it doesn't do anything even vaguely close to it. So we're not going to go for it.
Isn't this a band into a...
Yeah, against -1. They have 56 defense. It still is only doing half. Do we ever protect Charizard, or are we going for the double attack?
I was hovering protect, and then just throat chopping the DD.
Lash out.
Does that sound... Lash out, yeah, the NDD.
Honestly, I think we should just double the Poltergeist with Acro and Lash out. Okay, so clearly we should have protected. We got
it's fine.
I don't know. I just thought that they could Giga Drain the Ting-Lu. Huh, okay, so now we protect Flutter, and we Terra Water the Ting-Lu, and
and then we Lash out again.
Lash out the.
But aren't they Sash?
I don't know.
I mean, what other item are they? Do I go Iron Hands on the Shadow? I guess.
Is there a reason to not just Degleam? Like, I get that there's value in preserving Flutter. I don't know. I feel like we just had Ting-Lu's just gonna die to a double up if we do that play. I feel like if we both attack, then we guarantee that Poltergeist dies.
Yeah.
We could switch though. Yeah. Okay. And like, do we feel like we lose from this position? I don't think we necessarily do. Why did you hit the edge?
We do if we miss.
Why did you click the
I genuinely thought I clicked the bolty guy.
Okay, well, we have lost, despite the fact that there is no reason that we should have lost this game. I mean, maybe, I don't know what was in the back. I think probably it's back.
Sometimes we miss the click, and sometimes the click misses us.
Oh my god, dude. No, that's awful, because I think we were so close. So we try and punch the Mienshao when we lash out the Poltergeist.
This is what happens when you make me click the buttons. I don't have hands.
And we didn't even get the roll with the CCs. Actually, I think they got the exact same roll, all the moves. So I think we very much won that game, if not for that play.
It happens to the best of us sometimes.
I do think we should have probably protected the Charizard. I think you're right.
I deserved to get GG easied by them. I would have accepted it. Why is there a Golduck?
Because we're in the 1100s on the ladder.
But there's a Golduck.
Just Charizard Iron Hands?
Yeah, Charizard is funny. I mean, if they lead T-Wind, it's kind of we can reposition around it. But
Sinistered Ting-Lu.
Yeah, Crest does nothing here. Flutter Mane is yeah.
They led the annoying thing. Okay, so I immediately want to Belly Drum and fake out the Lando. Are you co-signing?
Yes. I'll give you a solid cosign.
Okay, I appreciate that. They will definitely not expect this Charizard to be Belly Drum.
No.
I can't believe we lost the Belly Drum Charizard game because we misclicked.
No, I mean, to be fair, I said protect Charizard. So you got to think.
Yeah, I think like an protect Charizard was a reasonable play. I've already considered
think like an 1100s player, so I'm one with the people.
So it would seem. Though I believe you said you're at 0-100s. Why did they Terra Normal?
I'm not sure.
Do you think they died Acro? I guess to resist, like, not to be weak to my stab. I don't know why they were running Terra Normal, but...
I want to beat Flutter Mane? I don't know.
Do we do the Terra Steel Acro play?
What do we...
So that's playing around Rock Slide on on Lando.
But it's...
Acro dies to Sinister.
They're Scarf most of the time, aren't they?
Sinister dies. Yes, they are. Often Scarf.
Probably...
So it's like Flame Charge doesn't KO.
But we Volt Switch out, I would say.
We can't, because it's dead.
Oh, true. I don't know.
We can just go Sinistcha though. I'm gonna just hard switch Sinistcha. Yeah, it's generally hard to volt switch into a Pokemon that is fainted. They are not Scarf and they are Stone Edge. It was something far more sinister. Oh, right, that's bad. I want to protect the Charizard and switch in Iron Hands.
Yeah. And then we can get another cheeky fake out in an Acro. Don't cudgel, mate. Don't bring in...
I was hoping they would Terra. Oh, this is gross. Do you think Ursh dies to Flame Charge?
I feel like it's Sash, though. You just Acro and fake out the Ogerpon.
No, if I'm going for the move into Ogerpon, I'm going for... No, yeah, so we're Acroing the Urshifu and faking out Ogerpon?
Yeah. And then you win with what's in the back. For us, at least if you trade his
not
Sash.
Surprising play. Does Lando die? I would assume yes.
Nice.
Oh, they're bringing this out so they can sort of double this slot, right? Do you want me to protect while they double the Charizard with
yeah, and then you can Volt Switch and get HP with Snistia if you want. But I don't know. I think you just get the HP doesn't matter. Yeah. Get it and break a potential Sash.
Or just 2 at KO, right?
Yeah.
And if they CC, they could even maybe die. I'm not sure. Probably not. No, not. But 2 at KO. Oh, they went for did they double the Iron Hands? No, they didn't. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, like I said, 2 at KO. I want to go Sinistcha now.
Yes. And then you just drain again.
Yeah, do we bring Ting-Lu in the Sinistcha slot?
Probably, so you can...
We could
I think you just win no matter what, really. There's about 8 different plays you could do here.
I think I should Trick Room with Sinistcha.
Yeah. Value in that. Probably
and then just Drain Punch the Ursh slot.
Yeah. It lived.
Yes,
it did not live.
Oh, like it lived the one hit that we needed it to. Like, I don't feel like we lose from here. Though,
you Rock Slide for swag points.
They need to Terra to KO. So...
they already Terra'd turn 1. I am
not clicking Rock Slide.
They Terra'd turn 1.
They Terra'd turn 1. What the hell did they Terra? Oh yeah, Sinistcha. That was right.
Into a normal type.
I had not predicted.
See, if you had clicked Rock Slide, you wouldn't have taken Chip there.
That is true. Maybe
just something to think about.
It does the same damage as Lash Out. I should have gone for Stomping, actually, because... Dude, that's not KOing. I don't get why people sometimes run Woodhammer. It doesn't seem particularly good. Yeah. So that's how you use Ting-Lu.
Charizard, Belly Drum, and we then click the right buttons, so...
Sure. Let's see where I had these Pokemon tier. Ting-Lu. Ting-Lu is pretty good in draft. It's really obnoxious. You can just kind of put it on teams and then try and do damage with it. I think Ruination is a really crap move most of the time, and people should probably use it less than I sometimes see them doing it. The next thing is Charizard, and Charizard I have...
Because the streets, the streets don't normally run at Belly Drum.
Yes, it is true. So I have it in 11. It's pretty good in 11. Like, I would definitely consider taking Charizard. It has a lot of really useful tools. It still has Tailwind in this format, right? Or
yeah, and it actually has a surprisingly deep move pool.
Yeah, I mean, it's physical, like Swords Dance, Dragon Dance, Belly Drum. There are all these different sets you can run. It's got Counter. I'm pretty sure I have I've definitely brought a Counter, but I'm pretty sure I did KO a Rock type. I think a Lycanroc with it. Now, it has many other moves that also KO Lycanroc, but that's the funny one, so that's what I went for. Yeah, Thunder Punches is obviously pretty good on a physical attacking fighting type. if you do Belly Drum. But obviously its special move pool is pretty fine as well, now that it has access to Hurricane, which it didn't before Generation 8.
And Terra Blast.
Weather Ball as well is nice, because you can run this mon in Rain. Like, it is like a mon that you can put on a team with like a Prankster weather setter, like a Volbeat or Lumise or Sableye, and then
Hurricane
be able to
Weather
switch
Ball.
up to whichever Rain. Yeah.
That, and then your Terra Water, Terra Blast. Oh, cooking.
Weather Ball's already a water move. Why would you run Terra Blast Water?
Swag points.
Swag points indeed. So yeah, definitely a lot of thanks for LS for hopping on this episode. And yeah, no, it's fun. I thought Charizard and Ting-Lu both pretty good. I mean, we went 2-1, and we could have won the game that we lost. I think quite convincingly.
There was a misclick incident.
There may have been a misclick incident. The bulk on Ting-Lu definitely wound up being pretty good. And thank you all for watching. Goodbye.